Welcome to the new session on Indian philosophy, Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga system is one of the orthodox systems in Indian philosophy. Sankhya, just like the Nyaya Vaisheshika system, is a synthesis of two systems, Sankhya and Yoga. Sankhya system is considered as one of the oldest systems of thought in Indian philosophy. This is clear from the fact that the elements of Sankhya thought is present in most of the literature of ancient India, such as Shrutis, Smritis and Puranas. Some thinkers claim that it is derived from the Upanishads, but some others express the opinion that it is an independent system. Kapila, a venerable sage, is considered as the founder of Sankhya system. The Sangha Sutra is written by Kapila. It is believed that Kapila wrote another work named Sankhya Pravachana Sutra. On the basis of this, the Sankhya philosophy is also known as Sankhya Prayajana. The chief commentary on Sankhya Sutra is Sankhya Pravachana Bhashya written by Vijnana Bhikshu. The oldest work now available on the Sankhya is the Sankhya Karika written by Ishwara Krishna. Gandapada's Sankhya Karika Bhashya, Vajaspati's Tattva Kaumudi, Vijnana Bhikshu's Sankhya Sara and Aniruddha's Sankhya Pravachana Sutra Vritti are some other books of the Sankhya system. The term Sankhya means right knowledge or enumeration or number. Some thinkers believe that the name Sankhya is derived from the word Sankhya meaning number, and this system has been known by this name because it aims at right knowledge of reality by the enumeration of the ultimate objects of knowledge. Just like Nyaya Vaisheshika system, the Sankhya system also aims at right knowledge of reality. They believe that pain and suffering can be removed only through right knowledge. The Sanskrit word Sankhya stands for reflection. This system is also known as Nirishwara Sankhya as distinguished from the Yoga, which is also known as theistic Sankhya. This is because Kapila did not admit the existence of God and also pointed out that the existence of God could not be proved. In Indian philosophy, Sankhya system is the best example of dualistic metaphysics. The two principles or realities accepted by Sankhya system are respectively called Pragathi and Purusha. Again, Sankhya theory of reality is realistic. They pointed out that the world exists independent of spirit. Dr. Chandradhar Sharma writes, Sankhya maintains a clear-cut dualism between Purusha and Prakriti and further maintains the plurality of the Purushas and is silent on God. It is pluralistic spiritualism and atheistic realism and an uncompromising dualism. So, Sankhya is a system of realism, dualism and pluralism. It is believed that Yoga system is presented by Patanjali. This system is considered as a great help to those who wish to attain spiritual realization. Patanjali is said to be the founder of Yoga system, is also known as Padangala system after the name of its founder. Yoga means contemplation. The Upanishads give the literal meaning of the word yoga as the joining or union. Patanjali explained that the yoga does not mean union, but it is an attempt to attain perfection through the control of the body, senses and mind through right distinction between spirit and matter. The most important work on yoga system is the Yoga Sutra or the Patanjala Sutra of Patanjali. Vyasa wrote a commentary on the Yoga Sutra and it is known as Yoga Bhashya or Vyasa Bhashya. Vajaspati had made a sub-commentary on Vyasa's commentary and is called Tattva Vaisharadi, Bhojaraja's Vitti and Yoga Maniprabha, Vijnana Bhikshugi's Yoga Vartiga and Yoga Sara Sangraha are other important works of this system. Patanjali's yoga system is divided into 4 parts. The first part, Samadhipada, deals with the nature, aim and forms of yoga. The second part, Sadhanapada, deals with the means of attaining Samadhi, the fourfold theme of suffering or kleshas, its cause, its cessation, etc. The third part, Vibhudipada, explains the supernormal powers acquired by the practice of yoga. The fourth part, Kaivalyapada, deals with the nature and forms of liberation. Yoga system is closely united to Sankhya system. Yoga stands for spiritual action and Sankhya stands for knowledge. Sankhya is theory and yoga is practice. For all practical purpose, Sankhya and yoga may be treated as the theoretical and practical sides of the same system. The yoga system accepts Sankhya epistemology and metaphysics, but unlike Sankhya system, yoga system believes in God as a supreme self distinct from other selves. Yoga system believes that through the practice of yoga, one can attain discriminative knowledge or Viveka-jnana. According to Sankhya system, Viveka-jnana is essential for the attainment of liberation. Prakriti or matter. According to Sankhya system, matter and spirit are ultimately real. Spirit and matter or Purusha and Prakriti are the 2 basic conceptions of the system. Prakriti as the first cause of the physical universe is single, material and complex. The whole variety of the universe arises out of Prakriti. The existence of Prakriti is inferable from its products which constitute the material world of our day-to-day experience. Prakriti is uncaused. It is infinite and all-pervasive. All objects of this world are limited and dependent and they are produced by the combination of certain elements. The worldly objects are effects and so they must have a cause. The cause cannot be Purusha or self, because the self is neither a cause nor an effect of anything. So, the cause of the world must be a non-self. Sankhya system present before us something which can explain both the gross objects of nature and subtle products. Sankhya scholars point out that the ultimate cause of the world must be some unintelligent or unconscious principle which is uncaused, eternal and all pervading, and it is always ready to produce the world of objects. This is what is known as Prakriti. It is the first cause of all things and therefore has itself no cause. It is eternal because that which is limited and non-eternal cannot be the first cause of the world. Prakriti is one, unconditioned, devoid of parts and unmanifest, but its products, that is individual things, are manifold, conditioned, composed of parts and manifest. Prakriti is non-intelligent, unconscious with no prevision of end or purpose. Prakriti is complex because it is a whole, which 3 distinct gunas, namely Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. In Sankhya philosophy, gunas does not mean quality. They are the 3 distinct aspects of Prakriti. It means rather a component factor or constituent of Prakriti. But Prakriti is not built up out of them. They are called guna because they are connected together like the 3 strands of a rope which binds the soul to the world. Essentially, the 3 constituents or gunas are distinct in their nature At the same time, they are interdependent. They are not mechanically placed together, but reciprocally involve one another and form a unity in trinity. Because of this intrinsic interdependence of the gunas, Prakriti cannot be broken up by their separation. The three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, correspond to the three kinds of feelings, namely pleasure, pain and delusion or indifference. The gunas cannot be known by perception. On the other hand, they are inferred from the objects of the world which are their effects. It is said that there is an essential identity or tadatmya between the effect and its cause. So, one can know the nature of the gunas from the nature of their products. The cause must contain what is in the effect. So, one can reach the conclusion that the ultimate cause of things also must have been constituted of the three elements, that is pleasure, pain and delusion or indifference. They are known as sattva, rajas and tamas respectively. Sattva is of the nature of pleasure. It serves to manifest objects. One can say sattva signifies whatever is pure and fine, or it is light and bright. Sankhya points out that the power of reflection in a mirror are all due to the operation of the element of sattva in the constitution of things. Again, the upward motion, the blazing up of fire, upward course of vapor, etc. are produced in things by the presence of sattva. Because of the presence of this element of sattva, joy, happiness, bliss, contentment, etc. are produced by things in our minds. Rajas signified whatever is active and it leads to activities. It moves and makes other things move. It is both mobile and stimulating. It is due to rajas that fire spreads and the wind blows. Sankhya scholars believe that rajas is of the nature of pain and is the cause of all painful experience. It helps sattva and tamas to perform their functions. Tamas signified what is solid and offers resistance. It is the principle of passivity and negativity in things. It is opposite to sattva because it is obstructing the manifestations of objects. It also restrains the motion of things. It produces ignorance and darkness and induces sleep, drowsiness and laziness. Sattva, rajas and tamas have been compared to whiteness, redness and darkness respectively. The three gunas are not only distinctive, but also in some sense are opposed in their nature, but at the same time they function as one. Therefore, there is no ultimate contradiction in the physical universe, though it may consist of opposing elements. Just like Prakriti, everything that is originated out of it are also constituted of three gunas. But in the physical objects, these three gunas are in different proportions. All the three gunas are present in everything of the world, but each guna tries to suppress and dominate the others. The nature of objects of the world is determined by the predominant guna. The classification of the objects of the world as good, bad, active, inactive, intelligent, etc. are based on the reference to the predominance of the three gunas. The gunas are constantly changing. The three gunas are in a state of perfect equilibrium in Prakriti until it is disturbed by the presence of Purusha. Then it begins to differentiate itself. The evolution of the world begins, and then each gunas starts predominating over other gunas and heterogeneous changes take place. Sankhya gives the following 5 proofs for the existence of Prakriti. Number 1, all things in this world are limited, dependent, conditional and finite. The finite cannot be the cause of the universe. So, there should exist an infinite unlimited, eternal and all-pervading Prakriti, which is the source of this universe. Number 2, all worldly things possess certain common characteristics by which they are capable of producing pleasure, pain and indifference. Hence, there must be a common source composed of 3 gunas from which all worldly things arise. Number 3, Sankhya system put forward Satkaryavada, that is, the effect is already contained in the cause. Evolution is making explicit what is implicit in the cause. Prakriti is the inherent cause. Number 4, the effect differs from the cause. The effect cannot be regarded as its own cause. The effects point to a world cause, and that is Prakriti. Number 5, the unity of the universe points to a single cause, and this cause is Prakriti. Purusha or spirit. According to Sankhya Yoga, Purusha is plural and spiritual. Our knowledge of Purusha is as indirect and mediate as is our knowledge of Prakriti. Its existence is inferable. Non-intelligent Prakriti cannot experience its products. So, there must be an intelligent principle to enjoy the worldly products of Prakriti, and that intelligent principle is Purusha. Purusha is non-active, it is passive. Purusha is not an agent, but it is an enjoyer, or it is the silent witness. It is not a substance which possesses the quality of consciousness, but consciousness is its essence. It is the ultimate knower and is the basis of all knowledge. As it is the pure subject, it can never become an object of knowledge. It is beyond time and space, beyond change and activity. It is uncaused, eternal, all-pervading and omnipresent. It is neither body, nor senses, nor brain, nor mind, nor ego, nor intellect. Sankhya believes that Purushas are many. They point to the doctrine of many empirical souls and not that of a plurality of transcendent spirit. If there is only one spirit, then birth, death, etc. should be one the whole world. Individuals are born and die at different times, and their actions and daily experiences are different. Therefore, Purushas are many. But Sankhya holds that Purusha in its essential state is beyond birth and death. In its liberated state, it is changeless, immutable and eternal. Purushas are many in their empirical condition and not in themselves. The difference in the empirical self is due to the difference in the physical body of the individual. Sankhya gives certain arguments for the existence of Purusha. Number 1, the composite of things exists for the sake of another. Gaudapada is of the view that even a bed, which is an assemblage of different parts, is for the use of a man who sleeps upon it. Therefore, this world, which is a composite of different elements, is for another's use. That other being is spirit. Number 2, all knowable objects have 3 gunas, and they presuppose a self who is their sphere devoid of the gunas. Number 3, there must be a presiding power, a pure consciousness which coordinates all experiences, and that is Purusha. Number 4, Prakriti is non-intelligent. Therefore, it cannot experience the products of Prakriti. So, there must be an intelligent enjoyer to experience the products of Prakriti, and that is Purusha. Number 5, purpose of man is to attain liberation. This naturally points to the existence of Purusha, which strives for release. Purusha is conceived to be opposed to Prakriti. Prakriti is complex. Purusha is simple. Spirit is conscious, but it is not active. Matter is active, but it is non-conscious. Spirit is unchanging and pure. Matter constantly changes. Spirits are many and matter is one. Prakriti is that which is presented. Purusha is Sakshi. Prakriti, constituted by three gunas, is bound up with pain and suffering. Purusha is devoid of the three gunas, therefore, it is free from pain and suffering. Prakriti and its evolutes are objects. Purusha is subject. Thus, Purusha and Prakriti have got opposed natures. But for evolution, cooperation between them is necessary. Matter evolves only in the presence of spirit. Theory of evolution. Theory of evolution is a unique contribution of Sankhya system to Indian philosophy. As previously mentioned, before evolution, the three gunas of Prakriti are in the state of perfect equilibrium. The process of evolution starts when this equilibrium is disturbed by the presence of Purusha. Then, each guna tries to dominate the other two, and this results in the creation of various objects having the gunas in different proportions. The evolution, as it has once started, is governed by the principle of causality. Evolution is teleological and not mechanical. Evolution is considered as a cyclic process. There is no continuous progress in one direction. There is evolution and dissolution takes place in the cyclic order. Evolution takes place for the sake of Purusha. Purusha needs Prakriti not only for enjoyment but also for liberation. Prakriti needs Purusha in order to be known, to be seen, to be enjoyed, and Purusha needs Prakriti in order to enjoy and also in order to obtain liberation. When Purusha and Prakriti remain separate, there is dissolution. Evolution, according to Sankhya, is a progression from the simple to the complex, from the homogeneous to the heterogeneous, from the undifferentiated to the differentiated, from the indeterminate to the determinate, from the unmanifest to the manifest. According to Sankhya system, evolution takes place in two stages. In the primary stage, we have the direct and immediate product of Prakriti known by the name Mahat or intellect. It is the germ of this vast world of objects. Intellect as the product of Prakriti is material. It is made up of finest matter, therefore, it has got the capacity of reflecting clearly the consciousness of Purusha. Buddhi has its origin in the abundance of the Sattva element. Its main function is to manifest itself and other objects. Mahat, being most general, represents cosmic intellect comprising all limited intellects. Out of Mahat, Ahankara or ego emerges out. Out of Ahankara emerges Manas, sense organs, motor organs and the 5 subtle elements and 5 gross elements. In the second stage of evolution, out of the gross elements or Mahabhutas, the various objects of our experience are originated. Altogether, there are 25 principles prescribed by Sankhya Yoga, including Prakriti and Purusha. The 25th Purusha is untouched by evolution. 1. Prakriti, 2. Mahat or Buddhi, 3. Ahankara, 4. Manas. 5 to 9, 5 sensory organs, and 10 to 14, 5 motor organs. 15 to 19, 5 subtle elements, 20 to 24, 5 gross elements. This table represents the Sankhya doctrine of primary evolution. Ahankara, which arises out of Mahat or Buddhi, is the principle of individuation. It is the individual ego sense. Its aim is to generate self sense. It produces the notion of and mind. These are 3 types of ahankaras. 1 of Vaikarika or Satyuka. Here Sattva guna has got predominance. From it originates Manas, 5 sensory organs and 5 motor organs. 2 Bhutadi. Here Tamas predominates. Out of it originates the 5 subtle elements or Tanmatras. 3. Taijasa or Rajasa. Here Rajas guna predominates. Swatika and Tamasa got energy from Taijasa. This energy is necessary for Satvika and Tamasa to produce their respective evolutes. Manas or mind is a central sense organ. The 5 sense organs arises out of Satvika. Ahankara are the functions of sight, smell, taste, touch and sound. The 5 motor organs are the functions of speech, handling, movements, excretion and reproduction. Buddhi, Ahankara and Manas stands for the 3 psychological aspects of knowing, willing and feeling. Sankhya system believes that they originate from Prakriti and they are also material. These 3 are known as Antakarana or internal organs. The 5 sensory organs and 5 motor organs are generally known as the 10 external organs. The external organs maintain contact only with the objects that exist, but the internal organs are aware of objects belonging to past, present and future. The 5 subtle elements arise out of Tamasa Ahankara. They are also known by the name Tanmatras or things in themselves. They are the essences of sound, touch, color, taste and smell. 5 gross elements arise out of the subtle elements. They emerge from the essences ether, air, fire and earth. Out of the above said psychical and physical evolutes are produced the organic and material things that exist in this world. This transformation is described as secondary transformation of gross elements. Now, let us summarize. After reading the main doctrines of Sankhya system, we can rightly conclude that this school accepts realism, dualism and pluralism. It is realism because it accepts the reality of the external world. It is dualism because it points to 2 fundamental realities, that is spirit and matter. Again, there is pluralism because it believes in plurality of spirits. Pragathi as the first cause of the universe is uncaused, infinite and all pervasive. It is constituted of 3 gunas. Purusha is spiritual and plural. Non-intelligent Prakriti cannot experience its products. Purusha is the intelligent principle to enjoy the worldly products of Prakriti. Though Purusha and Prakriti have got opposed natures, a cooperation between them is necessary for evolution. The theory of evolution given by Sankhya system is really the unique contribution to Indian philosophy. The theory of causation given by Sankhya system is known as Satkaryavada or Parinamavada. The effect already exists in the cause in a potential state. The highest aim in life is the attainment of liberation, which is known by the name Kaivalya. Now, there are some assignments for you to work out. Number 1, elucidate the notion of Prakriti and Purusha. Number 2, explain the theory of evolution in Sankhya philosophy. Number 3, bring out the dualistic metaphysics in Sankhya system. Number 4, Sankhya is a system of realism, dualism and pluralism. Explain. Number 5, explain the concept of liberation in Sankhya philosophy. There are some books for your reference. Number 1, Critical Survey of Indian Philosophy, C.D. Sharma, Motilal Banarsidass Publishers, 2009. Number 2, Indian Philosophy, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Oxford University Press, 1923. Number 3, Spirit of Indian Philosophy, Banerjee, Curzon Press, 1975. Number 4, Structural Depths of Indian Philosophy, P.T. Raju, South Asian Publishers, New Delhi, 1985. Number 5, Outlines of Indian Philosophy, M. Hiriyanna, Motilal Banarsidass Publishers, 1993. Hope you have followed this session. We will meet again with another topic in another session. Thank you. Bye.